How's it going, YouTube? This Wi-Fi member here today. Today I am bringing you guys a battle up against Glass Shadow. Man, the last time I battled Glass Shadow, he brought a loaded dice Mew against me, okay? So this guy, he likes to bring some fun, but also very kind of competitive stuff. And when I'm looking at his team right now, I see that Weezing. I'm thinking, what is that Weezing wanting to do? So I'm already kind of, I'm probably overthinking it a little bit, but hey, I'm keeping my eye out on that Weezing. Maybe even on that Hawlucha, because I feel like there's a combination there to unlock that Unburden. Anyway, let's see what we can do here. Looking at his team, I really like Roaring Moon. I really do. I see another Great Tusk. I feel like Great Tusk is everywhere right now. And if you guys don't know, we have answers for Great Tusk, but we have been struggling against Great Tusk as of lately. So we'll see what we can do in this battle. Hopefully we can defeat the Great Tusk, because that's a problem for us. Anyway, I'm going to lead Roaring Moon. Let's see what we can do. Let's get this battle started. Alright, so he is leading off with the Samurott. We're leading off with the Roaring Moon, and he could definitely be Choice Scarf as well as we are too. But you know what? If he thinks he's Choice Scarf, he thinks he can outspeed us. We're Choice Scarf. We know we can outspeed him. Let's go for that U-turn, see if we can get some massive damage out. And we do. We got massive, huge damage. I'm expecting probably a fighting move, if I'm completely honest. Let's go into Corviknight to tank it. Let's go into Corviknight. We can tank the attack as he goes for Encore. Hey, I will do an Encore to you. Man, I'll do the Encore to you, my friend. Alright, so I know we can take practically any attack. He might decide to switch out. If he does, I'm still kind of okay going for a Body Press here. In this situation, he does go for the Ceaseless Edge. Hey, take some Rocky Helmet damage. I know you're going to be getting some spikes up on the field. That's fine. I'll be getting a nice little Body Press and don't have to worry about your Samurott. Because we do know in this Pokemon in particular, in the late game, Samurotts can be massive. They can be very massive, especially in the right conditions. So I'm glad to go ahead and get rid of that early. Very early. Here's the Weezing. Okay, buddy. Are you neutralizing the ass? No, you're Misty Surge. Kind of what I was expecting. Alright. Weezing's got special attacks. So we do have a special one, that being the Slow King. That's not a bad mon to go ahead switch in here for. We can go ahead, go into Slow King. I want to set up a Future Sight just because I feel like a Hawlucha might be coming in soon to take an advantage of this misty terrain. So we go ahead, throw kind of like a Future Sight out there. We can see what we can do. And then probably Chilling Reception, because I have a feeling you're going to be switching. Yep, there you are. I may not even go for a Chilling Reception, because that's a Kingambit. You know what I'm saying. At the same time, he has to go for Kowtow Cleave, because I'm probably going to go for Thunder Wave or Chilly Reception here in this situation. We still underspeed him. I'm afraid of like a Swords Dance, so that's kind of what's holding me back, right? We have a nice Corviknight. Why not use the Corviknight? Let's not risk our Slow King from fainting, basically, and see what we can do. We get the Future Sight active, so we're in a decent spot here. Swords Dance coming out. He's got to be afraid of the Corviknight going for another Body Press. He doesn't want us to go for another Body Press. I'm kind of curious to see if he's going to Terrasilize. I'm going to go for Roost. He does Terrasilize, okay? We should still tank any hit that he wants to go for. But now we kind of see what we're working against. Fairy? That's actually pretty good, because I believe that's what we're rocking out with too. But yeah, and then he's going to go for a Kowtow Cleave here. Okay, so I'm kind of glad we did what we did, because we're not able to tank it very well, but we're still alive. Future Sight does come out though. Fantastic, right? Good damage. We do also show that we outspeed. But he can easily just Sucker Punch. And that might be what he decides to do here. That being said, we have our own Kingambit that can probably come in and tank any attack that you want to go for. We can definitely take your Kowtow Cleave. We can take your Iron Head pretty decent. We can take the Spike. Kowtow Cleave coming out. It's shocking that you go for that though, because we did have a faster mod in the field, that being Corviknight. Can we take another one? That's iffy. That would be actually kind of iffy here in this situation. But let's go for it. Let's go for the Iron Head. See if we could take his Kowtow Cleave, because then we have our Kingambit, but he won't have his. That kind of puts us in a pretty nice little situation. He's not willing to risk it, so he's going to drop that Swords Dance boost. Going into the Great Tusk. Okay. Activating a speed. Okay, so this is a speedy boy. Okay. Afraid of the earthquake. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. With this team particularly, we don't have the greatest earthquake switch-ins. We can go into Corviknight. We'll see if we can punish here. I doubt it. But hey, at least we can get some Rocky Helmet damage. Then we can maybe go into Deoxys to see if we can pick up this KO. Headlong Rush coming out. Fantastic, actually, right? Let's go for those that big old roost. Supercell Slam coming out. Taking out our Corviknight. Very interesting, right? Hey, it gives them electric coverage, which honestly, Great Tusk weak to Gyarados, so it makes sense. I don't necessarily know if we outspeed. I think we do. We should with the Roaring Moon for sure. And knowing that he seems like he's more of an offensive threat instead of a defensive threat, we might be able to KO him here with the Earthquake. He does have the Hawlucha that could come in on the Earthquake. But that being said, I'd much rather deal with the Hawlucha than the Great Tusk. Great Tusk eats that like it's breakfast. And the Roaring Moon eats an Ice Spinner. Fantastic. We're Choice Scarf, so we're forced to go for the EQ. We're probably not going to take out the Great Tusk here in this situation, but go ahead and weaken it to the point that we can go for a Sucker Punch to guarantee the KO later. Would be huge. So that's kind of the direction we're going for here in this situation. Yep. Ice Spinner coming out. Alright, so I can somehow get rid of this Great Tusk. We practically almost win this game. I hate to say it, but I mean... and he might just give it to us, because he doesn't realize maybe how valuable the Great Tusk is yet. Supreme Overlord will be activated. Yeah, if you save it, you save it. If you don't, you don't. You're not a very I mean, you don't have the attack boost. You're just the speed boost Great Tusk. So, in my eyes, it's like, let him do as much damage as he can, and then when he's time to fall, it's time for him to fall. Glass Shadow has a different idea going. He says, no, I'm not going to let my Great Tusk fall just yet. And Great Tusk is a threat to my team. But now our Deoxys, I can guarantee that our Deoxys can come in to outspeed it later. So Kingambit can actually probably stay in here and fight this Weezing. We got the Iron Head. I don't see no reason not to go for it here in this situation. Other than that the Weezing could have like a fire move to maybe knock out our Kingambit, but Weezing doesn't necessarily invest too much in its special attack as much as it does in its defenses. It's meant to try and stay on the field for a long time to be a disturbance. And in this case, to set up the Misty Terrain for a Hawlucha. Okay, so he is sacking out the Great Tusk for us. Thank you, buddy. He's just wanting to get, I guess, a safe switch in for his Hawlucha here. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Because that Great Tusk, I don't know what's going on with this team. We are just Great Tusk weak. And I don't really know the Mon to kind of fix the team to where we can deal with Great Tusk. I've looked and looked. And it's probably an obvious one. You guys can probably tell me which one it is. And I'll be like, oh yeah, I could do that. And bam, then the team's fixed. Hawlucha coming in, using a seed. Now it has an Encore, or it has its Unburden activated. I don't necessarily want to terrestrialize Kingambit. That's the thing. I can honestly finish him off with the Raging Bolt, and that's fine by me. Kingambit, you've done your job. Let's go for the Sucker Punch. Get some last ditch damage out. That's some good damage. And take a close combat. Fantastic. I mean, we could have lived. But Kingambit is not... isn't necessarily the one that I need to win the game. Raging Bolt is. Raging Bolt is the one that we absolutely need. And he's the one I'm absolutely going to go into right now. Alright. Nothing... Hawlucha, what? Probably switches out, right? Maybe. Maybe not. We're going to go for ThunderClap. We're not over-predicting here. Okay, so if he goes for Swords Dance, taunt. You can't taunt ThunderClap. So you're not going to stop... You're not going to stop our Raging Bolt here. Other than maybe we thought we could set up or something with the Calm Minds and stuff. We might be thinking that. So I understand that play. I understand that play completely. But let's see what we can do here. Yeah, I mean, are you willing? ThunderClap again, coming out. What move are you going for, my friend? Swords Dance. I mean, we'll just keep clicking the ThunderClap. I have no reason not to. I could Terrasilize into a Fairy type to really just take it. That way I don't have to worry. Why not? Go ahead. Terrasilize into a Fairy type, knowing that we can take your close combat. If you decide to go for it. I would want to Terrasilize this thing anyway. So we do it early. Swords Dance up again, that's fine. We just Thunderbolt. We just Thunderbolt. We take out your Hawlucha. Yep. Honestly, our taunt should be shooken off too right now. So yeah, we should be alright. Should be good to go. I mean, Top might have one more turn. We'll see. Wheezing, man, this is a perfect line to maybe try and set up on. We do expect a Sludge Bomb, though. We do expect Sludge Bomb. How many more turns to taunt? You're taunted for one more turn. Okay, so we switch out here. We let Slowking come in. And basically... yeah, we set up a Future Sight and probably Chilling Reception out back to Raging Bolt, really and truthfully. And then we set up a Calm Mind. We should be in a good spot. Misty Explosion. Well, I'm glad Slowking was in here instead of yeah, because we took it like it was nothing. Fantastic. Wheezing is out. Wheezing takes care of itself. Okay, so I thought Misty Explosion took away the Misty Terrain. I was wrong in thinking that, apparently. Kingambit is in. And I can go for a Sludge Bomb here. I really can. There's no reason not to. I mean, if you go for Sucker Punch, you go for Sucker Punch. We can still finish you off with the Raging Bolt if it comes down to it. But I have a feeling too that you might want to go for Swords Dance, so this was a pretty clean play. Letting Slow King go down here, because I feel like Slow King's done its part. Guess time will tell. Time will tell. And time is very soon. Yeah, Raging Bolt here. We'll let him go for Sucker Punch. I'm gonna go for Thunderbolt. If you want to go for Sucker Punch, he goes for Sucker Punch. Thunderbolt's a 2-hit KO. And that's about all he can do. I mean, he has Iron Head, don't he? That might just KO us. We still go for Thunderbolt here. Fantastic. Critical hit. Let's go. I don't necessarily know if Thunderbolt just picked up that KO or not, but I do know that Iron Head would have came out and it would have stung like crazy. It might have knocked us out. So, that critical hit, it saves me from worrying so much, you know? I don't know necessarily if it saves... I don't know if it was 100% necessary, but now I don't have to worry, which is fantastic. Alright, so Iron Valiant coming out as the last one. The speed is heightened. My friend, it doesn't matter. I have ThunderClap, and I am going for it. I love this animation too. A lot of damage. And we should take this Meatless. Yeah, we take it. And most of the time, Iron Valiants are very, very offensive. Like, it's 4 attacks. We'll go for another Thunderclap. And it failed. Wow. We still go for this whole time, right? Not 100%. Though, because, I mean... we don't want him to be setting up to the end of the game, you know? We do have Deoxys in the back. Got a speed boost though, and plus Deoxys is not the best special attacker. I'm worrying for nothing. I'm no IO. Let's go for Thunderbolt. He goes for Moonblast. We're living on 1 HP. Let's go. That's the game. Ending with another critical hit. Glass Shadow, great game. Definitely came down to the wire. I mean, I had to think. I had to do some thinking, and man, it made my brain hurt. Made my brain hurt a little bit. But good game. Glass Shadow, I actually enjoyed it. It was a very fun battle. I'll get you guys the rental code in just a second. Alright, good game, Glass Shadow. Very fun match. Definitely came down to the wire. A lot of predicting if you're going to go for an offensive move or if you're going to go for Calm Minds or whatever, and it almost got me. It really did. I lived literally on 1 HP without Raging Bolts, and we were able to come through at the end. Very fun match. I mean, hopefully you guys got to see the mental breakdown of Raging Bolt and Kingambit, right? They're great mons, but they're not 100% reliable priority users. And I've kind of learned that while using this team. 100% priority users are sometimes really, really nice. And when you're relying on ThunderClap and Sucker Punch as your priority, it makes things a little bit more of a gamble sometimes, because you don't 100% know if they're just going to click Calm Mind 6 times and all of a sudden you don't have no more ThunderClaps. Or if they decide to switch and you go for Thunderclap, then you wasted one, you know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit more, it's a harder to pilot, I guess. So it's interesting nonetheless. Anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Like, comment, subscribe if you guys are new. This is Wi-Fi Merriman signing out. Peace.